we love him for what he is, no matter what he does. Sometimes he has been most of the time away from home, so I have been having to do everything on my own. For them, this is Tati, not a cricketer. Other times you are in the ground participating in it, but now you are outside watching the games. Why did you let him do that? I'm like, I didn't. Everywhere he goes, every single person talks cricket with him. I don't want to be one of those people again.
How you look at life and how they should choose to look at life.
If you have faith, anything is possible.
Blessed day to you all. Welcome to another segment of Trends and Trip. Today with me on the hot seat is a very familiar face, a celebrity wife, a beautiful lady who has a heart of gold. She has always been bubbly and happy, and today's topic for the day is a joy of the Lord that is her strength. And we're going to learn how through her life, through every experience and every season of her life, how she continued to have the joy of the Lord, and how she, even up to date, even though life has changed quite a bit, is still rejoicing and glorifying the Father for everything that is going on in her life. Let me warmly welcome Mrs. Tamara Kapugedara to the segment. Hi, Tammy.
Hi.
Hi. So, before we get started, will you give us a little bit about background, about who you are and your life story?
Yes, I'm a mother of 3 boys and a wife for my husband. And I have a sister, that's the only sibling I have. And I do I do an event management company with my friend Zara. And ever since my father passed away, I had to take over his work as well, his company. So now I'm handling that as well. So that's about, yeah, if you say it in short, that's about it.
That's nice. So, let's just get right to the point. How was it to be a celebrity wife?
It was a lot to keep up with because when I got married, I was very young, and even my husband was very young. So we had, both of us had so much to live up to. Like he had his work, which was always out of home, and so it was always so much of events, so much of places to go, so much of traveling to do. And in the meantime, we had our 3 boys, so sometimes he has been most of the time away from home, so I have been having to do everything on my own. And so it wasn't easy because we both had to keep up and understand each other. I had to understand he had to be always out, and he had places to go where he had to go, and sometimes I couldn't attend to all that. But then, you know, so we had to be a lot understanding, him as a husband and I as a wife. So it was not very easy, but with God's grace, we were always happy, and you know, we always were able to understand each other.
So you mentioned a little while ago that you're running your own business. What was the reason for you to start up your own business?
It was like, you know, after my three kids, like life was getting very, you know, it was all going as, everything was like, you know, getting basically the same thing every day. So what I thought was, you know, I need to do something because I've been given a lot of talent by God. Why shouldn't I use that to make my life beautiful and other people's life beautiful? So I thought I need to make use of my talents to, you know, to use what's the talents that I have been given. So then one day when I was just talking to my friend, that's my partner now, she was also agreeing to it, and we discussed about it, and then we thought, yeah, we should start up something. I mean, just being a mother and just being a wife is not enough. So we thought we want to do something more.
So in the process of it all, I'm sure when Kapu had to leave the team, it would have been a tough one for you. The transition wouldn't have been very easy.
The thing is, this decision was made by him because he saw there is more potential than being what he was doing. So it was up to him, and always, as always, I have always been supportive with his decisions. That's always been the case. So he wasn't afraid to leave the team. So he wanted to retire, and we always know that, you know, there is a better plan by God for us. So we were not afraid of taking any of those decisions. And I knew that, you know, I have the faith, and I know that God will have a better plan for him. So we were not afraid. Actually, it was okay. So I'm sure as a cricketer, it would have affected him a lot mentally, because it's like, you know, other times you are in the ground participating in it, but now you are outside watching the game. So I'm sure it's a lot of, even for me, sometimes I feel it, you know, I'm like, oh, one time it was, you know, him in the middle of the ground. So it is, you do feel something, but then again, you know, I don't know, if for some reason, it's okay. As in, like, he's been there, done that, and now it's time for him to do something else, because it's the time for some to deviate from what he was doing. And also, he's doing something he likes, and something I think that is very, something that is more, he could do more in this way. So it's like he's being a coach now. So there is being a coach is amazing, as in, like, you know, need to identifying the talent, you know, giving the proper talent the proper place, and, you know, it's nice. So he's enjoying that as well, and I enjoy watching him enjoying it. So it's good.
And how did you help him through this transition? I'm sure, like, even for the kids, there would have been a lot of questions that they'd ask, and people who would have asked you many things.
Yeah, people.
That is the society that we live in. So how did you handle all, especially as a wife, how did you stand by him through that season?
Yeah, the kids, of course, didn't have much of questions from the father to ask, because for them, still they see a match on a TV, and they still see the father on TV, and they're like, that's that for them. And not that they have been, for them, this is Tati, not a cricketer. So, like, you know, they do know he is a cricketer, but for them mostly it's Tati. So for them, they don't feel it much. But society has come and asked me how he's so young, why did he have to leave, why did he have to retire, why did you let him do that? I'm like, I didn't. And yeah, so, you know, you would have stopped him, you know, various questions like that. But then always I've answered them, because I've always told them that this is what he wants to do, and I mean, anyway, from a long time, I've personally, even though I have not mentioned it to him, I always thought he would be a better coach than being a cricketer, because he's amazing at identifying talents. So that is what a coach should do. So, so what I tell the society is that, you know, it's his decision. He knows what he does. He's always known what he does. So it's his time to change his career. So That's that. And when if it, you asked me how I stood by him for it. So to be honest, Kapu and I never talk about cricket at home. So ever since I've gotten married to him, we never talk of cricket. If he plays a game, he comes home and because everywhere he goes, every single person talks cricket with him. So I don't want to be one of those people again. So what I want him to do is relax at home and make him feel that we love him for what he is, no matter what he does. So I never talk cricket with him. So even if he plays a match, even if he gets out for 0, or even if he plays 100, we never talk about it. Even if I don't go to watch a match, I only ask, did you all win the match? Yes or no, that's it. Like, I don't ask him, why did you get out? How did you get out? How much did you score? We don't. So so this time when he changed his career or when he had to retire also, I never asked him, why would you do that? Why do you want to do that? I never asked him. So what he wanted to do, he just did that and he comes home and then we don't talk about it. So I think maybe he loves me for what I am. That is because I don't look at him as a cricketer or I don't look at him as a celebrity. So I love him for whoever he is. So I accept him for whatever he does and whatever he likes to do. So maybe it was easier for him to deal with it because I support him with whatever he wants to do.
It's absolutely beautiful. Tami, I asked you about different stages of your life. And every question I asked you, you seemed to give me a bubbly answer no matter what I asked you. And I'm sure everybody who's watching today is wondering how is this girl giggling all the time no matter what question we are posting at her. So how are you happy all the time?
Why shouldn't I be happy? I don't know. It's not only you. I think if so many people ask me this question, how are you laughing or smiling all the time? I mean, the biggest gift you can have is being happy. And being a child of God, how can you be sad? I mean, you can be happy every time, every moment, even in a difficulty, you can smile because you know that, you are taken care of. The greatest person in the world. If he created me, he has his plan for me. Why should I worry? I don't know. I mean, every time people ask me how you are so happy all the time, no matter what, So, incident. I had issues with my kids' school recently, and my friends are like, "Oh, how are you? How are you not stressed? How are you not worried about it?" I'm like, I don't have to worry. I know it's going to be taken care of because I know who I am. I know whose daughter I am. So I don't have to worry. My father will take care of me. Nothing can go wrong with him. So I don't know why I shouldn't be happy or why I should be upset over life. So I'm always happy and I'm always bubbly because I know it's because I'm a daughter of the Most High. So it's amazing. It must be even my parents, my husband, my in-laws, my friends, they always ask me, how can you be happy? How can you be always, in Sinhala they say, Navagilunat Bantu. So that's me. God created me like that. He has given me the confidence that everything is going to be okay. So that is why I am always happy.
That's such a wonderful outlook of life, and I think all of us can learn from you to be rejoicing no matter what is going on in our life.
Definitely, we should be rejoicing no matter what happens, because we are chosen by, we are chosen by God to be His children.
Amen.
So that's the greatest thing. That little thing is enough to be happy ever throughout your life, right? So it's like, that's a simple answer for that.
It's beautiful. So in closing, Tammy, is there any advice you want to give our viewers today about how you look at life and how they should choose to look at life, no matter what is ahead of them? I'm sure some of them are going through a difficult season right now, some challenges ahead, maybe changes like you had to face in your life, whatever their circumstances may be. What is your advice to them?
So in my life, from school days from school to work, from marriage to being a mother to being first before a mother, a wife, then a mother, then a businesswoman, and it still goes on. So there are lots of phrases in life, and for me, for every situation, the answer had been God. I'm not saying it because I am in a program to talk about God, but it has been that every time. Without my knowledge, I have been put to places. It's not a accident. Without my knowledge, I've been put to situations, put to stages in life. And I believe all that happened for a reason, and it happened. God did it. So, in life, if what I have to tell people that there's nothing to worry about where you are put, which situation you are put in. If you know, if you have faith, if you believe, even if you believe, if you don't have faith, it won't work for you. But if you have faith, anything is possible. So I don't think there is any reason to worry. Of course, you have to work for it, but you should know that you can go for it. So every time you have doubts, don't doubt yourself. Just believe in God, just have faith, and that, give the credit to God. And, why should you worry when you know when you know whose child you are? So don't have to worry about anything. It is true that you have to work hard for it, not that you just sit and it won't happen for you, but God is going to give you that strength and that knowledge and that wisdom to do whatever you want to do. So any stage that you are put into, or work, or family life, or as a daughter, or as a wife, or as a mother, or as a friend, you just go for it, because you know that the strongest person is behind you, guiding you, giving you strength, and giving you wisdom and the knowledge to go ahead with everything you have to do in life.
Amen. Thank you so much, Tammy. This tiny discussion of ours has encouraged me undoubtedly to just go ahead, be happy, and rejoice in the life that God has given me to live in. And I can vouch for you because I've seen you through school and through so many stages of your life, always living with the same attitude no matter what life has thrown your way.
Yeah.
So all glory to God for your life and all that you've done and achieved. And we are so grateful that you came here and made the time to share all your story.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for inviting me for the discussion and letting me talk about all my good experiences. And I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to tell people how great it is to be a child of God.
Amen. And throughout this week, I hope that each one of us will remember whose child we are. Let's rejoice with the life God has given us. Let's enjoy every moment and make it of value, and always give glory to the Father for all that He does. Have a blessed and wonderful week. God bless you all.